Whoa. That doesn't sound great. Hello. Just waiting for this stream to sync up. Make sure. That doesn't sound great. Hello. Just waiting for this stream to sync up. Make sure. For some reason that doesn't sound amazing, but hopefully we can fix that. Testing. Script. Alright, welcome along everyone. Why does my mic sound so strange? Hello, does that sound better? Does my mic sound good to you?
Sounding better, bit echoey.
Sounding better. It is a little bit echoey. Unfortunately, we don't have a podcast studio. Anyway, welcome along to everyone to the first Bad Sports Live watch party. Big occasion here today as a Western Force fan of many years, and as the Western Force take on the Chiefs here, a win for the Force can mean finals for the second time ever, and the only other time that the Western Force have made finals is in Super Rugby AU. So very big day for the club if they can make it, and joining me for the first live watch party, probably rightly so, is a man I've spent probably too much time watching sports with and watching rugby with. It is my best mate, Ginton Dettori.
What's up?
A podcast. This is your first ever podcast?
Yeah, man. First one.
His first podcast. You sound nice and you sound good. I don't know.
Yeah, I always sound good.
I sound actually better here, don't I?
Yeah, bit more distance.
So yeah, the Western Force have just run out onto the field. Obviously, like I said, big day for the boys. What do you reckon their chances are here, Ginton?
Chiefs resting a bunch of good players. Hopefully gives us a bit more of a chance.
Yeah, let's confirm that actually. Hopefully they've actually posted their lineup for the day.
Well, apparently they just said 11 All Blacks rested.
That's it's a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah, the less All Blacks you have to play, the better.
Head to head, have they got the field? They have, so the Western Force lineup goes as follows. They've got Wagner, Fanger and Madrano, the front row, a couple of veterans there. Obviously missing Tom Robinson, who's injured right now. Williams and Roddo, your second row. Good to have Isaac Roddo back. Wells the captain, with Tizano and Voyasiacho. I still haven't learned how to pronounce his name. Simpson and Barry, your halves combination with Stewart and Spink in their midfield. And then we have Mattelli, Kipchoge, or Kipchoge, I think it was Kipchoge, and Tia, sorry.
Good time there on the kick-off there.
And they just kicked off. Yeah, and sorry about the background noise, the actual commentary of the game. We haven't figured out how to put it through our headphones yet, so
just got to deal with the background noise.
Now hiring a tech person who will work for no money.
They will work for free.
So, yeah, interesting.
That's a 50-22 there. It's a good start there.
Big call there. It's interesting to see how the Force can come out, because they've in their last few games when they've come out strong, they've done pretty well, but then they've kind of choked towards the end a lot of the time.
Taper off a bit.
And obviously last week against the Rebels was just all around our show really, and they've cocked up the first line out there.
That's not a good start for the boys there. You don't want to give the Chiefs a sniff.
No, you don't. Even though they're playing some good rush up defence here, the Force.
Oh, you almost looked offside to me.
I just realised I haven't changed the. There we go. Now we have the scoreboard up. Professional, I know. So we're a minute in. Chiefs have the ball on their 10-metre line.
Oh, it's a problem.
That's a good clean up there, and he's knocked it on.
Chiefs feed. Penalty. I thought he was offside. And that top three on the table is just
Yeah.
You don't want to play any of them at home.
No, it's interesting because if the Force do get through, this will be the game next week, right? So
we're playing the Chiefs again.
Playing the Chiefs, but it'll be a very different looking Chiefs, won't it?
Yeah, different team, different place. Yeah, playing the Chiefs at home, full strength, is going to be a tough ask.
It is, and
don't look too far in the future yet, though.
This gives us time to go through the Chiefs lineup. Did they miss that kick? They did.
Yeah.
Chiefs counter attack. We'll go through the lineup in a bit when the action subsides. Oh, Stevenson, big hit on the halfway there. I hate these virtual logos. I just don't understand why I just don't put it on the grass.
Yeah. Gone are the days where we waste paint on the grass.
It must be an environmental thing. I don't know, but you would think that painting would be cheaper than putting it on the field.
Yeah.
Computer imagery. I don't know. I actually don't really know. So
it's probably a template.
Probably. Surely take the mark there, no?
Good kick, to be fair.
Interesting opening set of play. I think both teams have shown some will to attack there. It's interesting. So going to the Chiefs team, we have Norris, Thompson and Ryan in the front row. McWonnell and Vai in the second row. Okoye, Finau and Parker are your back three, or your back row, should I say. Taito Rangi and Poi Hippie are your halves combinations. Obviously the veteran Anton Leonard Brown is at 12, and Nankavel. Sorry, I really don't know how to pronounce a lot of these names. Nane Saturo and Liam Columbus Fabling is a winger, and Stevenson is your fullback. Nice easy one there. Apologies to all the names I just butchered.
I'm sure they won't take it personally.
Should really practice. Unprofessional, really. Pretty good crowd at HBF tonight in the cold.
Yeah, pretty chilly up here.
Looking like there's maybe about 12,000, maybe 13,000.
Yeah, it's pretty chockers. More chockers than you see usually.
Well, when the Force starts to do well, you do see the crowd starting to come back, right? So, start of the season obviously wasn't amazing, but to be fair, we're in this position, and the high is -7 and -97 on points difference.
Just that points differential drops off quickly.
It does, doesn't it? Just shows how dominant the Chiefs have been.
Well, Hurricanes +142, and then literally just below them, the Waratahs -21. So.
And the crazy thing, the only team to beat the Chiefs, I think, is the Reds this season in Hamilton.
That's very impressive.
Unreal. It was a good game by the Reds, that one. Penalty there by the Chiefs. The Force don't want this. This is the danger with missing Tom Robinson for the Force, and missing the prop, because just the scrums are so pivotal, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they don't have the depth at prop.
No, they don't. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, no bomb squad to bring on.
Two South African boy kids watching a rugby game. Someone's going to bring up the bomb squad. A bad kick there by the Chiefs. Just probably right on the 22, maybe just a little bit outside.
Yeah, look, I don't know how quickly the Force recovers if the Chiefs get ahead.
Yeah, we'll see how they answer. I think
they look a bit shaky.
I think if anything, the Force will always be geared on by the sea of blue. So, good start.
That's good.
Steal there.
That's a good start. Come on, boys.
That's Williams.
Turnover. Chiefs end up with it again. It's scrappy from both teams early on.
Scrappy. I remember there's some dew on the field, maybe that's making the ball a little bit slippery.
Chiefs playing under advantage here. Got a chance to do something special.
Oh, a little chip up.
Yep.
Can the Chiefs? Yeah, good. Ooh. Playing penalty advantage. The Chiefs going back to the penalty, I think.
Yep. That's the classic chip over the top when you're under penalty advantage. Hoping for some miracle to happen.
It'll be interesting to see what the Chiefs do here, right? Because where they go for the points of the line, because looks like they're going for the line.
Yeah, they're probably just looking to get a win.
Because obviously, obviously the Chiefs want to win, right? They're professional athletes and they're a professional team.
Yeah.
But also if they lose, they don't really care.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a test match. They're not trying to kick every penalty.
So that might play to the Force's advantage. It could, but it also couldn't, because
they could run up that score very quickly.
The Chiefs aren't really playing with any nerve, so you never want to be playing a New Zealand team that doesn't have anything to lose, really. But they could be complacent, so we'll see how they manage it.
Hopefully it's a complacency thing rather than a freedom. Because any New Zealand team that has freedom is a scary opponent.
Chiefs maul doesn't really work there. Good defence by the Force.
Chiefs have been very good this year as well with the maul. I think missing those All Blacks does.
Yeah, we'll do something to it more, right?
Yeah, we'll hamper it a bit.
Set up for the forward drive here. The little Chiefs pod's working well.
It's good defence there from the Force.
They're playing quite rush up. Good defence, aren't they? Right in their face. Chiefs actually going backwards here.
Chiefs losing ground here.
Oh, it's good pick up there. Oh, that's dangerous there.
Very good. And you can see they're obviously going to play with some freedom with all the offloads they're seeing.
Let's try time out by the Chiefs, I think.
Yeah, there it is. And that gives you a hint of how the Chiefs are going to play today.
I think so.
A whole bunch of offloads. Just trying to have fun out there, really.
And that's the danger that you can play with the rush defence, is that you might not have enough people near the ruck.
Yeah, it falls apart. That the brilliant blind side pick up there from the winger.
Yeah, just no one watching that middle of that ruck and straight through. The Kiwi teams will punish you for doing that.
Yeah, you've got to keep those margins clean.
It's a good clean up, isn't it? He's done well there.
He's done really well.
Straight through the middle. Could have been a try there if they got into hands, but he's cleaned up nicely. And
ended up being a try.
In a scramble situation, the Force didn't scramble well enough, I suppose. But if you make a mistake like that close to your line, you're going to be punished.
Yeah, 100%. And as soon as that offload didn't go to hand, the Force sort of relaxed. And well cleaned up.
It's those fundamentals, I think, that they just showed in the Force are a baby team right now, like a new team under the new coach. Because
is it quite a few new players as well?
There's quite a few new players. But also like a lot of the new players are experienced, to be fair, but new to playing with each other.
Yeah, cool. Chemistry's not quite
there. And a new coach. They were under Tim Sampson for a lot of years, so Simon Cron coming in this year. It's a big change for a lot of these guys.
Yep.
And obviously a big culture change. Simon Cron's all about high performance and sports science, and so I think there's a major culture change this year, and the Force are doing a lot of things right, but they're doing a lot of things that show that they're a new team as well. Yep. So, I mean, it's not necessarily negative signs, right? I guess just growing pains.
Yeah, growing pains, I think, is the best way to put it.
And if they've shown anything so far,
that's a great kick.
They're being very aggressive next year in terms of contracts.
In terms of signings?
Mr. Nick White's on his way with mixed reactions, but it's a good PR move though.
Can't say I'm the happiest man about that.
Yeah, no, neither am I, especially when you have a stud like Isaac Fines.
It's a young bloke like Fines playing.
But to be fair as well, as much as I love Ian Pryor, and he's been an absolute servant to the Force, I think it's about time that he steps away and
moves on to the next chapter.
Even if he's around next year, if he's around more in a training sort of coaching
role.
It just his experience is good, but you can tell the difference between when Fines goes off the field and he comes on. The game just slows down.
Which he's nice to have around when the Force are leading, but that's not very often.
So it's good to have him in a goal kicking sort of way as well, because the Force need a goal kicker as well. You see the Force just signed Harry Potter from England.
I did not see that.
Yeah, he's an Aussie boy.
He was some wizardry stuff, right?
Yeah, I think he used to play for the Waratahs, but he went over to the UK.
Yep.
But the Force signed Harry Potter yesterday.
That's awesome.
I think he might be a 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh mate, see some Quade Cooper magic feet.
Mr. Potter. It's a good kick there. Good recovery by the Force. What are they going to do now?
Kind of trap there. Not much of an angle. Forcing him to kick down the line.
Just a bit of aerial ping pong right now. Really. We'll see what team does the most of it.
I think the Chiefs like this game a lot more than the Force does.
We'll see what he does.
He's
done some big things this year. He's not really rolling, is he?
That's a forward pass.
Good carry by Martelli there.
Good clean up from the Chiefs there. Far out. Yeah, look.
The forwards are just dominating, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And it's now that's twice now in the breakdown that the Force has has lost the ball.
See, that's my point with Nick White. Is I'm surprised they went. I mean, I'm not surprised if he was available because from a marketing point of view and bringing fans in, you need a face of the force, right?
Well, I guess Nick White's a good one to have.
Nick White is like one of the more famous, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I honestly thought like the force forwards need a lot more work than getting another scrum half when you have a young scrum half who could very well be a Wallaby this year and go to the World Cup and Isaac Fines.
Yeah, their ruck needs a lot more assurance than it has at the moment.
And they have Isaac Rodder as well, who he's probably their prime forward. They've got Michael Wells, who's in the back row.
Yep.
But I feel like, I don't know, ever since the Forwards lost Brandon Stander a few years ago, I feel like the physicality department we've been lacking.
You're a South African who bring up physicality.
Yeah. Very underrated player, Brandon Stander. I do miss him. I think he's in Europe right now.
That would make sense. Seems to be where all the talent goes these days.
Yeah.
Especially the fringe talent that aren't guaranteed a Wallaby spot.
Stander should have been a Wallaby a few years ago, I think.
Yeah.
But unlikely, obviously, right now, because he is getting a little bit older.
Yeah. And it doesn't, there's restrictions to apply if you play overseas?
I don't know. I think the guitar rule might be being intact, but I think Eddie Jones might want to change that.
Yeah, okay.
So I think the rule might still be if you have 60 caps, you can play. But
that's a ridiculous amount of caps though.
Yeah, I think just in the modern game, we want to have our talent in us rugby franchises, but
I feel like New Zealand and Australia are only two teams that still do that.
Yeah, I think so. I think England does it as well.
Yeah, but they've also got a very good comp over there though.
They do,
and they can afford to keep their players.
Almost, I think England though are almost they're kind of shackled by that as well because they're getting all like the South Africans and Kiwis to come play in their comp.
Yeah.
So then all the good English players are going.
They're also picking up a good couple of Islanders that end up playing for England.
That's true.
So it's a win-win. it's a win and give and take.
Ackerman, what's his first name?
Ron
Ackerman. No, his son. Ron Ackerman.
Ron, I think is the son's name.
Yeah, he's looking like a potential for bolter for the England World Cup squad.
Yeah, which is
a shame.
Yeah, which is tough pill to swallow, that one. But I mean, yeah, he's not playing for the Springboks anytime soon, is he?
No, he's not. Not with the current back row. Getting back to this game, there's a whole lot of nothing that's been happening in the last sort of 5 minutes.
All 14 minutes though, you can say has been pretty much all Chiefs.
Oh, 100%. The Force just haven't had their phase play yet.
And they're playing off their back foot constantly.
The Force play better when they. I mean, it sounds straightforward, but when they have that territory.
Yeah. I feel like the problem with the Chiefs is they can play from anywhere.
Yeah. And in that Brumbies game, the Force were just up in the Chiefs' face in territory the whole time.
Yeah, that ball was bringing down rain.
This is issues here.
Clean break.
It's got two options.
This is always a problem.
He's got the inside pass. Takes the inside pass.
Get over that ball.
Good scrambling defense by the Force there. Can they recover here?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Crossfield kick.
That's a great kick too.
It's like Leonard Brown there.
That's a great kick. Wow.
Anton Leonard Brown, the experienced man, one of the best centres in the world, I reckon. Anton Leonard Brown.
Yeah, the Chiefs are definitely playing with a lot of freedom.
And like we said before, I mean, this reeks of a team that has no worries, you know.
Yeah, no pressure for sure.
No,
for sure.
Which, like we said, it could be. It could go down to complacency, or it could just be a free-flowing Chiefs. And
which is we're getting the latter at the moment.
I think so.
That's a brilliant counter attack from them as well.
Oh, awesome. Held the ball. You know, a lot of players rushes past, but
hold on to it. Well done.
Bang.
I think maybe taking the wrong option to go back inside.
Probably, I reckon. But Sean Carey was able to win the ball back, and that crossfield is just class.
Yeah, it's a great kick.
Let it bounce, which is risky.
Yeah, very risky. But it's worked out for him. Yeah, he slowed down on it.
Anton Leonard Brown, 12-0. Not looking good so far. Not looking good.
Yeah, I've not seen much from the Force to say we're really in this game.
No, not much. But like I said, they're good when they get fast starts. But we'll see. See what adjustments they make.
That misconversion might help us in the future. We got to get on the front foot here though.
I don't know why we have Isaac Fines on the bench.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
I feel like Simon Cron has a very weird relationship with Isaac Fines. There might be an injury, to be fair, but surely you got to play like Fines. He's probably the best the Force have to offer right now.
Yeah. He's looked the best from what I've seen. I haven't followed it as closely as you have, but from everything I've seen, Fines has been a lot better.
Big shot there by the Force, though. They forced a mistake.
Yeah, hopefully they start some momentum. The Force need it.
Yeah.
Let's just see if we can hold on in this scrum.
You think they've got to score some points in the first 25 minutes, don't you?
Definitely. We can't have a goose egg on the scoreboard.
Big hit there. Is that Michael Wells?
So those 11 All Blacks, they don't even look like they're on the bench.
No.
They just stayed in New Zealand.
I think so. No resting up. No Mackenzie.
Yeah. Do you think it's a success for the Force to make the finals and then lose next week to the Chiefs?
A success?
Yeah,
I'd say so.
I'd say just making the playoffs is a step forward.
Yeah, I'd say so.
He's a good finisher too.
After that Reds game in round 2, I think it was.
That defense was brilliant.
When we got absolutely slaughtered. I didn't even think we'd be anywhere near the finals come this time of year.
Yeah. It's a testament.
So I've seen the Force get better. They get better week by week. I mean, we went from beating the Brumbies to getting absolutely slaughtered by the Rebels.
Yeah.
Which I hate because I hate the Rebels.
Facts. Yeah, it's very much a hate relationship when it comes to the Rebels.
Hate relationship.
Yeah. How much further ahead would the Force be? How further along the Force would be now if we got to keep our talent?
Yeah. So many guys. Apparently, I think Issy Nasarani might be coming back though from the Rebels, which is good.
That's good.
Another quality forward.
Be nice to have a couple of our boys back.
I think so.
Yeah, because that was... No, I probably shouldn't start on that.
It just makes me think that Dane Halipetty retired a Rebel and not a Force player.
It's...
To our players that I'm missing players, definitely Dane Halipetty.
He was fun to watch. Always exciting.
Force looking better here.
That's some better patches to play this month.
Does not sound very good.
No. Sounds a lot better in the earphones. Oh, that's not good.
It does.
That's not good.
17-0 coming up, I think.
Yeah, for sure. What an intercept. Very risky for the Force to be throwing wide ones out like that.
Right. See if that makes a difference to the sound. Something's going wrong somewhere.
Yeah. I hear a lot less static.
Yeah, I just turned down the mic levels a little bit. Maybe it was too much for the stream.
Yeah, hopefully. Look at that pass, man. It's just dangerous. It's not... Yeah.
Mitch Snow comments, looking beautiful, gents. Well, Snow, you can't see what we look like, mate.
Yeah, Snowy's up the river here.
Thanks, Snow. Thanks for the support, mate.
Love you, Snowy.
If someone would like to donate a good camera, we can make this a visual podcast as well.
I'm not ready for cameras, mate.
There's something is quite nice about just voice, isn't there?
Yeah. They don't have to see me looking down at my phone every 3 seconds.
They have to see me researching Chiefs players every...
Trying to find names, pronunciations. Oh, it's a great intercept. It's dangerous from the Force to be throwing it out that wide. To see me looking down at my phone every 3 seconds.
Researching Chiefs players every...
That sounds a lot better.
Yeah, a little bit. Little bit. No, it's not looking good.
Yeah, they having that good passage of play and an intercept is just it's jarring.
They got some front football. It's nearly stolen there.
I think it's under advantage.
No, they retain it.
Penalty advantage for the Force at the moment. I'm almost tempted to just take the 3 and get on the board.
Mitch Snow says should have picked Faf. Snowy, just stop, mate.
Should have bought Faf, maybe.
Faf comes to Perth, I'm going to every game.
Facts. I just need to know what he uses in his hair. Why does your hair look so good at all times?
That's true.
Doesn't matter how sweaty he gets, his hair's still beautiful.
Alright, penalty for the Force. We'll see what they can do here.
I'm almost tempted to just take the 3 at this point. Get the goose egg off the board.
Their maul's been pretty good over the last few weeks, so we'll see. There could be a weapon they can try and use here.
I'm just scared to do it against the Chiefs as well.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think you got to match their playing style. I think
you got to stay aggressive. Yeah, you can't curl up into a ball. I guess that's a good kick. It's a great kick for the corner. That
it's a very healthy crowd there at HBF actually tonight.
And they're still loud. 19-0 down. I guess they're used to it.
Ginter's not as big as a Force fan as me, as you can probably tell.
It's a great maul, to be fair. Push now, boys, come on.
Wheel at the back.
Wheel it. Hard run. Here we go.
Force on front football here, run from the line.
Just nice this.
Fine go.
Might be able to milk another penalty here. Oh,
one more. No, good defence there by the Chiefs.
He's on his knees.
Alright, we'll see how the Chiefs respond to this.
How much fight do they have in them?
Good carry there by Mazzano.
Come on, boys.
Nice.
To be fair, this is what we asked for. We asked for a try in the first 25.
Yep. Oh, that's a good line. Oh, nearly.
Just stop short.
Nearly.
Good tackle again. Oh, you got to go one more there. Holding.
This defense is looking too good, isn't it?
Running into a brick wall at this point. And they're disciplined too. They're not giving. Oh no! As I was saying it, they give away the penalty. That's it, boys. That's it, boys. No. Penalty though. You like that? I'm surprised it took the Force that long to milk a penalty at the 5 metre line over and over again.
We really should have scored there though, shouldn't we?
It's alright, penalty, we've got a chance here. Probably put it in the corner again. Try to set up more. Jeez, that Chiefs defence is solid.
It is, isn't it?
You can see why they've only lost one game this year. Yeah, their set defence is very good. I haven't seen them have to scramble yet, but once the defence is set.
Here we go, we got them all again.
Come on, boys.
Flying at the back.
Bit more momentum in this one.
Or at least the Flying has a crack. His Dax are down.
Good carry. That's a great carry.
That's almost a try there.
Don't go yourself.
That's as close as you can get without scoring.
Swing it wide now. Nah, boys.
Surely building up to go right. No, they're going to go left. Blindside again.
Oh, you might have finished that.
Is that Flying a try there?
Penalty again.
Alright. That's 2 penalties already by the Chiefs there on the line.
Here's the warning.
Alright, next one will go. They've got the warning.
Gotta think you put it back in the corner again here.
We've got some feedback by Ray Hartley.
Yep.
Your podcast isn't as clear as it was last time. Yeah,
we're working on it.
We're trying to fix it. I don't know what it would be. Honestly, if anyone wants to be a techie for this podcast, please, God.
We can't pay you.
We can't pay you. But
he's knocked it on too.
I can maybe spare a beer once every 3 podcasts.
That's a good deal.
That's a good deal.
Get around that deal.
I've paid Ginson with for appearing on this podcast with a ginger beer.
Best job I ever had.
James Sky, if you would like to sponsor a grassroots podcast.
Yeah, hook us up.
If anyone from James Sky listens to this podcast.
By the off chance.
Yep. So refreshing. James Sky.
Yeah, that'd be an ad read I believe in.
Rugby World Cup 2023. It's less than 100 days now.
I cannot wait. I'm nervous, but I can't wait.
Right, flying. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Flying at the back.
This ball's going.
Simpson looking to spread it now.
Looks like we've got some momentum this time. Here we go. That's a mess in there. That's a mess. Get it out. Good. Spread it now. They're so solid in defence. Every hit's like a brick wall.
Some great commentary there by Ginson Toyona's first podcast.
That's a
good carry there.
Great run. Go wide now. Enough of this pod stuff.
Oh, he beat him to it, to be fair. Get Rex Town Sports.
I'm all over it. Oh.
Honestly, just give Bad Sports the rights already.
Oh, man.
We'll take the rights to the World Cup.
Oh, man. We'll get you there. Oh, spread it wide now.
Madrano here, surely.
No, man, spread it. Stop carrying. They've shown you they're good around the ruck.
Honestly, I think they're trying to milk the yellow card here, I reckon.
That's not good.
There we go. Oh, no penalty.
Just saying it went backwards. Oh, yikes.
Well, you're not wrong with the brick wall comparison, I'll tell you that.
They're running. Yeah, you hit the wall and you're going nowhere.
Madrano here with the carry. Madrano.
Boys, how about we try run around the wall rather than through it? This is, spread it now. Oh, boys.
You think Pulu or Martelli would be on the... Well, they got Martelli there.
This is very good discipline from the Chiefs here.
It is.
14 phases, still haven't given away a penalty.
Especially on last warning.
Yeah, this is very decent from them. Good run here. Strong run.
They've definitely got the textbook double team tackle down, haven't they?
Yeah, they've done it. They're doing really well. They've got that covered. Stop trying it. Stop trying it. They've got it covered. Nope.
This is great defense.
Oh, maybe last minute drive.
This might be held up. This one.
Are they gonna have a look?
He's checking him. I don't think you're gonna be able to see anything there. I think that's gonna be held up. Which is now not even a 5 metre scrum, it's a dropout.
You got to ask the question, why stop it if you can't tell?
Brett Cronin, TMO.
Damn, Brett, 2 places at once.
Coming to Bad Sports, Brett Cronin.
Give us some professional insight.
Right, so they're going to go to their TMO. I don't think this is going to be...
I don't think there's going to be anything definitive you can see.
I think it's just a mess of players.
I don't understand the forced tactic here, attacking around the ruck constantly.
I think they're just trying to draw that yellow card, I think.
Yeah, you have to think that's what they're doing.
Oh, it's try time.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I don't even know who scored that from the force, but 19-5.
I stand corrected, force. His pants are... Oh, I thought his pants were ripped. There's a logo on the back there. It looks like his pants are completely ripped.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's that second drive. A little bit of gamesmanship there from the number 10 from the force. Pushing the forwards out of the way before the drive comes. And the illegal if the ref sees it. Jeez, I don't know how they made a decision on that, if I'm honest with you. I can't see that ball.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I'll take it. Oh,
slotted it. Good kick.
Good kick there by Bury.
That's what the force needed. He's a rig.
Desano. He's the stereotypical back row, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is. Shaved head.
Got the haircut. It's got it's like Matt Hodgson. Reincarnated. The goat.
Good to have him back. We've missed you, Matt.
Matt Hodgson's still ripped, by the way. Probably even more ripped.
Mad.
It's very muffled.
Is he still playing rugby?
No, I think he's playing the odd club game for West Scarborough.
Yeah, okay. He's travelling.
He's coaching the Western Force women's team.
Okay.
Which is doing pretty well right now, actually.
That's good.
It's very muffled. I reckon. So I'm just going to turn off the mics for a second.
All good.
Right, well, we're back. We're trying to... Apologies for this audio. We're trying to figure out what's going on.
Is that Curtly Bill? She's got a carry. Solid.
What about exit? They've got to start defending with a little bit more patience in the Western Force. 8 minutes till half time.
Problems again.
Big contact. Well, I can't figure out what's going on with the audio. So, look, I mean, you can hear what we're saying.
Anything off a set play at the moment is looking pretty poor from the Force. Oh, that'll be a penalty.
Honestly, it just might be the software that I'm using to live stream.
That blindside run is so good. The classic hooker running down the wing.
Brady English says, let's go. What's going on, Brazza? True fan of the podcast. Made a nice promo video for me a few weeks ago.
You'll have to show me that promo video at halftime. Oh, that's
straight through.
That's poor defense from the Force again. It's not looking great.
It's all going on here. my boom arm for my mic has just collapsed.
It's alright, Brett, mate. There's still time left. You don't have to break everything apart.
Just not happy. I'm just going to turn my mic off a second. Ginson can just carry this podcast for a bit.
Oh, yeah, that's the dream. Again, just like a hot knife through butter there. The Force defence has been poor all day. Yeah, looking shaky for the Force at the moment. They're going to have to figure something out at halftime. Coach's speech is going to have to be something out of the history books. Because at the moment the occasion looks too big for the Force.
Right, that's a short fix. I'm going to have to fix this at half time, I think.
Yep.
Cheap equipment. Like I said, James Scott, I'd like to sponsor this podcast.
Yeah,
I'd
we
like a few boom arms, please.
And a carton.
And some software that doesn't make me sound muffled, apparently. 26-7, Chiefs.
It's not looking good.
About 5 minutes to go to half time. We'll see if the Force can muster anything. If they can get us, if they get 26-14 before half time.
Yeah, need something to build on for the second half. That's brilliant.
Good carry
That's brilliant.
there.
That's brilliant. One
He's
more.
got it inside Simpson.
Oh, it's great defense again. Yeah, this Chiefs defense is looking good on all facets.
Force
Looking
on
good
the
on
front foot
scramble.
again.
To the short side. Through Williams, who twists his way to the
Williams carries there. Isaac might have been quiet this game. Oh, Michael Wells.
Solid tackle.
Oh,
I don't want to keep using the
Oh,
analogy,
Chiefs.
but they keep running into that brick wall. It's
Michael Wells got absolutely manhandled there.
and he had quite a bit of momentum running into that, and he
Yeah.
just went nowhere. It's yeah, this Chiefs defense is solid.
Interesting holding on call though. I suppose probably was holding on. Good, really good offload there.
Brilliant offload there.
Just
Not enough support.
unfortunately, there wasn't a loose forward right there.
Yeah, great line from the scrum half, and then nobody there to help him.
Yeah, look, that's holding on, isn't it?
And that definitely is, yeah.
Not looking good so far, but we could see a rally at the end of the first half / second half. So we'll see what Simon Conn does with the boys.
I think the,
putting Isaac Fines on is going to be the first point of business, surely.
yeah, we need to see him pretty early in the second half to hopefully get some more pace into the attack here.
I think, kind of off topic, kind of on topic.
Mm.
The Chiefs managed to put out the best, probably home and away jerseys year after year, I reckon.
Yeah, they don't miss, do they?
No.
Yeah, they lean into the design every year, and it's just they nail it. And they never go too off-brand with their colouring either.
Yeah, I think the Force jerseys are pretty alright this year, to be fair. But
I do like it. It's very logo heavy,
it is.
but
I suppose it's better than
there are no logos.
No logos.
Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to the 2014 Force jerseys that had a different sponsor in every jersey.
Yeah, we were scrambling for sponsors back then, eh?
Ironically, probably our best ever season.
Yeah. Yep.
And that season as well, we also came one game short from finals against the Brumbies.
Hopefully we don't see history repeat itself here.
9 years ago now that season. It's crazy.
That's ridiculous. Time flies.
Prime Nick Cummins, prime Ben McCalman.
That's the best team the Force has ever had, I think.
Oh, 100%. Matt Hodgson,
That was a good team.
Albie Matheson at scrum half.
That might be the most Wallabies we've had in the squad as well.
I think we, at the start, we had a lot. We had like Gitto and Mitchell.
Oh yeah, that's
and,
true. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the players have come through the Force. It's a shame that we haven't
Done more.
done as much as we definitely could have. Players like Pocock, Gitto, Mitchell.
I think
Whiney.
we struggle to hold on to our players though.
That's a problem. It's not looking good here.
That's poor again. We're giving away another penalty there. Oh, Western Force, what are we doing?
Brady English says who's guest commentator. That is my good mate Ginson DeToy, rugby expert.
What's happening, Brett? Not Brett Hartley.
No, Brady said it, not Brett.
Oh, Brady.
Brady, yeah.
line speed does, it puts you under enormous pressure, gets you offside penalties. He's been really good for the Western Force this season, and tonight in particular.
The mullet's back in, isn't it?
It is, it fully is.
It's just everywhere now. I guess it never goes out of style in Australia, though, does it?
Even teaching at the school for the last 2 weeks,
Yeah.
the amount of mullets is insane.
Yeah. It's the most Aussie thing. It's the most Aussie hairstyle you can have, I guess. That doesn't really go out of style
It's
here.
not even the mullets, like the subtle mullet is back, you know, like the sneaky mullet. So you have your full blown ones,
Mm.
but then you have your sneaky ones. Flatmate Nico's here. Could be appearing on the podcast tomorrow.
Watch them NBA.
Crazy turnaround for Baz Sports. 12-hour turnaround between Baz lives.
Might be even less if you watch the Formula One.
It's true. Right, Force got to respond here.
They need something. Yeah, look, the Chiefs are really just putting it away now. They've just kicked a penalty as well. I think they...
Alright, the Chiefs get out. That is half time. 29-7.
Yeah, 29-7.
It's not looking good.
Not looking great.
Not looking good at all.
Gonna need an all-time halftime speech.
We'll see what Simon Cron does at halftime. Obviously, like, he's the coaching extraordinaire, supposedly, so...
Hopefully we see Findsy pretty early on in the second half.
That's got to be, like I said, point number one, bring Isaac Fines on. That's the thing. No, not that Simpson's doing badly at 9, but I just don't understand why.
Yeah, it feels like every time the Force do something nice, they instantly lose it again.
Yeah, like Spink just said, the Force pride themselves on starting really fast, and it's about exactly the exact opposite of what they've done in this game.
They're gonna have to start fast in the second half to have any chance of making a comeback. Yeah,
100%.
Because we know the old trope of Kiwi teams in the last 20. That's when they turn it on.
Yep, 100%. Well, that is half time. Ginton and myself will be back in a few minutes. And hopefully the Western Force can look to turn this around and get a W in this historic first Baz Sports live watch party. So thank you guys for tuning in, for those who are, and I'll see you after the break.
Cheers, boys, in a minute.
Thank you. Bat Sports back for half number 2. Again, joined by my good friend Ginton DeToy for this half, for this game,
Still here.
and possibly for the F1 qualifiers after this game.
Get keen for more Red Bull domination. Apparently there's rain though, so
Well, they say Red Bull domination is better than Blue Bull domination.
how dare you?
It's all about the colour of the bull. Forces started nice and aggressively here. Making some good carries in the Chiefs 22.
They need to start quick here. Oh, that's just
Man.
poor, man. They're not.
Falafang is going to be one of the worst. I'm sorry, I know he's a big Wallaby signing, but I've just never rated him.
Just look where you're passing, man.
Chiefs have found a space back where there's no force plays from Miles. And
Big pressure here.
Yeah, looking to
Oh,
clean it up, and it's an alright kick, to be fair.
there's almost no chase there from the Chiefs.
They had heaps of time there. Probably could have gone for the counter attack, really. What do you got to lose at this point?
Yeah.
Is that Michael? No, it's not. It's
Early subs.
Hamish Stewart, one of our better and more experienced guys on the pitch, off. Not a good start to the half.
He looks injured. That looks like
Yeah,
that looks like a injury sub.
A hammy. Not a good start. Hopefully they bring Isaac Fine sort of on the 55 minute mark on.
Yeah, hopefully we see him soon. That can't be straight.
Leonard Brown just by his 10 metre line. Chiefs go deep, look to kick, find some space at the back.
Nice flat kick.
Right up the throat, good counter attack here.
Surely
Force
you're
an
right.
opportunity.
No, man.
Not a very good kick.
That's a terrible kick.
Oh, the chase is good though. Put into the Chiefs under some pressure.
Not the greatest return there.
Probably won the kicking battle in the end.
Actually,
after
to
a
be
pretty average kick.
fair, on that angle, that pressure, that's a great clearance kick there.
Good chase by the force there. They're showing some good intent.
Oh, his rat style bothers me, man.
Yeah. I think he just bothers me in general.
Isn't this Mr. Can't throw it in straight?
Yeah. Which is good when you're a hooker. It's literally 50% of your job.
The other job is to hook the ball in the scrum.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
good
carry
carry.
there. The Force are looking good in patches here in their attack, but then they just do something stupid.
The consistency's not there.
So in some good shape here.
Again, though,
Bit
they're
of a
not
hospital
going
pass.
anywhere.
Surely that's going to be off his feet. That's a bad call there by the ref. I think he was off his feet playing with that ball there.
I have to watch the replay there.
Is that Isaac Rodder off as well?
Looks like it.
That's not good there either. That's probably our two most experienced players off the pitch right now.
Probably the boys you need the most at the moment. Nah, that looks like a clean steal to me.
Yeah, no, I didn't even see the steal. I thought he was just playing with it on the ground. Take that back. Apologies to... I forgot what this ref's name is.
Nick Berry?
Is it Barry?
I believe so.
I don't think the Forts have a great record again under this ref.
Typical Shark supporter.
Oh, here we go. Isaac Fines.
Here we go.
44 minutes.
Hopefully we see a bit of a spark here.
You've probably got to ask yourself, what was the point of that 5 minutes? That 4 minutes?
Maybe just to see if he can make a difference. How is that straight again?
Isaac Fines got a big job of him here.
Yeah.
Ahead of him. Oh, that's a great... Oh, he lets it go.
Great tackle.
That was a great line by the Chiefs, though. The Force are under serious danger here.
Sure, we go back for the scrum.
Fines at the back of the ruck.
Brave from the Force here. Is the way to just tell the ref, hey, look, we're happy to go for the scrum?
Good clearance there
Not a bad kick.
by Bury. We'll see how much difference Fines is making. He's looking energetic and he's fit and energetic. So we'll see. So you go. He's got He's got 35 minutes to make an impact here on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you wonder if the hole's too big to dig out of.
I just don't understand the strategy putting him on the bench.
I don't understand that camera work.
There's a trainer on the field. Oh, this is
Knock on again.
Another
We don't mind
scrappy
that.
mistake by the Chiefs.
We don't mind that. That's fine. Probably we should have had the scrum there before anyway.
Probably.
So all good. Fonzie ball in hand.
I'm wondering maybe whether he's just on minutes restriction. That's why he's off.
He's coming back from injury.
Yeah, being a Wallaby as well before the World Cup.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
It sounds like it might be minutes restriction there for Rotto, which is I mean, in the grand scheme of things for the Wallabies, I guess is probably good, but I know in the context of this game, you probably need guys like Rotto on a lot more than 40 minutes.
Yeah, you probably want him playing a lot more of the game.
Yeah,
Probably want to see him go off 70th minute at the earliest.
probably our best player.
It's great from Fonzie there to go find it.
Yeah, good vision there because that scrum was not going well for us. Horrible kick though, straight down the throats of the Chiefs. Chiefs counter attacking now.
Not good. Force have not looked good on the scramble defence all day.
Pops it.
It's just poor,
those,
man.
Just those first tackles. Once you sit them against the Chiefs, they're just going to gain so many meters against you.
Yeah, whatever the Force do in the off season, they're going to have to work on those first time tackles.
Especially playing the rush defence like they are. Slipped another one. Inside pass.
That's it.
Could be potentially forward, but I think the ref's going to call it. No, it's not looking good for the Force here. Like you said, I think the moment might be in too big. I don't know.
Yeah, it feels like they're cracking under pressure. The defense is poor. They had time to reset there, and they still fell apart.
Because like we were talking about, we playing slipping your first tackles and then playing rush defense on top of that it's not going to end well.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I love the energy doing the rush defense, but you've got to make your first time tackles.
To be fair, that was a pretty great offload that got him off there. You can't really do a whole lot more,
No.
other than try and trap the arms a lot more, I suppose. But double team tackled, he was able to get that off.
That's very impressive.
Was that Leonard Brown that gave that off? I think it was.
Who else?
Yeah,
Fonzie coming across.
probably one of the best offloaders in the world, Anton Leonard Brown.
100%.
A Sonny Bill Williams-esque player.
Fittingly plays for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It's a long road back here for the Force.
It is. It's even as the big Force fan I am, I don't really see the Force coming back in this game. I hope I eat my words. I really do.
I hope we're wrong, but this Chiefs team
That's just world class there by Leonard Brown there.
it's difficult to play a Chiefs team that's playing with this much freedom.
It's gonna be a hard task for whoever lands up playing them next week, whether it be the Highlanders or the Force.
Highlanders like an upset though.
Actually, the Reds and Hamilton they're saying on the ladder, so maybe points difference. The Reds have the Highlanders, and that's good. I mean, I don't want to talk ahead as in talk out the Force already, but as a matchup, the Reds do like that one, being the only team to actually beat them.
Yeah, the Reds don't mind that. Yeah, especially going back, but I think the Chiefs will be out for revenge.
They're right. The Reds are ahead on points difference against the Highlanders, so the Reds are watching this with bated breath. Probably happy right now, I'd say.
Yeah, it sucks that it's an Australian team knocking out an Australian team.
You just got to face palm at just the Force just not even just dropping in against the Rebels last week.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
Even if they were able to lose and get a bonus point, we'd just be in such a way better situation than we are now.
Yeah. Does the bonus point make much difference though?
I think we're 2 points behind. So I think to be fair, our points difference is worse. So Even
not.
if we got a bonus point last week and this week, we'd probably still
We still needed the win.
miss out. But
Yeah, you'd need the win regardless.
we really could have beat the Rebels last week. I don't know how we were demolished so badly. Well, obviously, our injuries aren't helping us, but
It's part of rugby, though, isn't it?
it is.
Next man up. Yeah, it's part of the parcel when you're playing a contact sport. It's going to happen. Geez, Fonzie does look a lot better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just a different.
It's a whole different game.
Oh, very
That's
nice
brilliant.
there. Martelli.
That's high. Surely that's high.
Martelli's just a bit of a potato on the wing. He really is.
Yeah, I don't
Historically, he had a really good career at the Crusaders,
He's just not been good with the
but
force.
I think he's showing a bit of age, and I don't know. He doesn't have that burst. When he's good, he's on. When he's on. But
It's not very often that he's on.
no, he just lacks that kind of acceleration, that burst that you need as a winger these days.
How's his finishing?
His finishing's alright.
Yeah.
There's been a few.
Go wide, please.
Oh,
Brilliant defence again. Great defence there from the Chiefs to cut off the overlap.
it looks like I'm going to be taken out there. Oh,
No,
well
that's
done.
good.
Good strength there.
Good defence again from the Chiefs there. Chiefs scrum on their 5. But yeah, like you said, the force look a lot more dangerous with Fonzie on the floor.
They do. It's just a different. It's just a different team. If it's kind of like, obviously, we're trying to avoid talking about more South African rugby, but
Yeah,
the Lions when they would intend on starting Ross Cooney over Faf de Klerk,
yeah, that was
and then when Faf came on, they would just be a different team.
yeah. That was a different Faf as well. That was a lot more energetic Faf, a Faf that hadn't played for the Springboks yet, hadn't implicated the
The
box kicking into his game yet.
To be fair, if you look at him and how he plays at Sale, it's very different to how he plays
For the box,
plays to the box. Yeah.
I just to play that old school Faf game.
No, I mean there's obviously a bit. I mean Faf's always kind of box kicked a bit, but
Yeah.
he does like the little the vintage sort of Faf little
Yeah.
feints and breaks.
The
and whatnot.
snipes and the
Yeah.
classic Faf. I think I think that's the biggest sacrifice he makes playing for the Springboks is he doesn't get to showcase that as much.
Yeah. Showcases of defense though.
Oh yeah.
Does Stan have the rights to the Champions League?
Yeah, they do, mate.
Stan are actually winning right now with a lot of sport, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're doing a lot. Kind of strong arming KO a bit. Oh, how is his ankle still intact? See the angle his ankle was on?
I did. Did not look very nice.
This is a 90 degree to the floor.
Force have got to do something here while they're while the Chiefs on the team. When the Chiefs have the ball, they've got to force something here. This is when you need a Michael Wells to step up and get us a penalty.
Just need something. There's
Speaking of, is that the scrum half down there with the ankle?
I'd say so, because his ankle did not look healthy.
No, it's
That was
not.
his knee. Yeah, okay. That guy just has elastic ankles, apparently. Because his ankle's on an angle. Maybe nervous for him.
Is that a bottle of vodka?
Bit of vodka, off you go,
You'll
son.
be right, mate. Bit of painkillers. New boots there. Someone's changing some boots.
Probably the scrum half. Oh, it's not going to show us it's coming off that. Oh. Been there, brother.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a knee injury veteran. How's that make you feel?
That's not made me feel comfortable, I'll tell you that. Oh. Yummy. That's not the angle you want to see your knee on.
Two retired legends from the ACC rugby team. The greatest prop and hooker they've ever seen, and the only prop and hookers they've ever seen.
But
Well, they got a hooker in after you. To be fair,
I think I'm more a Kevin Durant, more than a legend. Snake the boys. At least I didn't join the Warriors. Let them go to Denmark.
it's true.
I pretty much did a Kevin Durant if you went to like Orlando.
Well, that's a good line there.
Come on, Fonzie, you need some energy here, son. How is he not offside? This is a Chiefs player rucking for the fours.
They're just a different team when Fines is on. They really are. Just the pace that they play with.
Everything looks quicker. Maybe a little bit more messy, but at this point, what have you got to lose as the force?
Good carry there. Well done.
Great, brilliant.
Bit of a high tackle there, I reckon.
Oh,
Good carry again there. For Lafayette.
he's not great in the lineup, but he can carry a ball.
No, he can carry, that's for sure. Ball's popped out, Fines looking to clean up.
He'd be a great prop, or Fightinga.
Fines just putting a lot of energy in, just trying to find the chinks in the Chiefs' armour.
Yeah. Yeah. At the moment, doesn't
chip
seem to be many.
Force on it, and there we go.
Beautiful. That's rugby. That's beautiful.
That's the best passage of rugby the Force have played all night, without a doubt.
You might attribute it to Fightinga there.
I think so.
He's been
Fines, you mean?
Oh yeah, Finesy, sorry.
Yeah.
He's been
Tim Anstey there off the bench. Not a pretty good guy to have off the bench, really. Pretty handy.
100%. Probably prefer him starting, but take what you get. Do you reckon Fonzie makes it into the Wallaby squad?
I would hope so. I think. Oh, it's great little chip there from Bury.
Because I think Nick White makes it.
Yeah, Nick White makes it. The guy from the Waratahs, guy, I forgot his name. Gordon. He probably makes it. But you would hope. I mean, I'd say Fine definitely makes the rugby championship team. You would think.
Just have a run around.
You would hope, and then depends where they go with the scrum halves. Nick Phipps was out there playing for the World 15.
Yep.
World 15 of the Barbarians. I forgot which one he's playing with.
And Eddie Jones was there as well, wasn't he? So you got a good look at him.
Yeah, I think Phipps is over 60 caps.
So he's okay to come.
But I don't know whether. Personally, I wouldn't take Phipps.
Yeah.
But never underestimate the power of a Waratah getting into the
into the Wallabies squad. Yeah. The Waratahs and the Brumbies seem to have a chokehold on that.
Yeah, especially. I mean, the Brumbies kind of deserve it, right, with their form, but
yeah, but the Waratahs
always manage to get a majority in somehow.
Yeah, even though every year they seem to get worse.
Yep.
Who's that?
To be fair, I forgot about Tate McDermott as well. To be fair, from the Reds, also.
He's good. I reckon he's probably the second choice.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So yeah, it makes it pretty tough.
In my opinion, he should be the first choice.
Yeah, I think Nick White should come off the bench.
I think he's the best scrum half in Australia and has been for the last few years.
Yeah, I think they go Nick White full experience.
So those are.
Which doesn't make sense now that the Wallabies are rebuilding. I don't understand the experience pick.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you always need it, like, because the Wallabies are always going to go in with an expectation to do well in the World Cup, right? So, in a World Cup year, you can never really be rebuilding.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think Eddie Jones even acknowledged it. Dave Rennie did a lot of the hard work from rebuilding anyway the last few years and has uncovered some really good talent.
Yeah.
So if you look where Dave Rennie started off and where he left them, the Wallabies
he's done really well.
A lot better shape because they were in shambles after that 2019 World Cup.
I think it's going to be a tough road for the Wallabies.
Yeah, and look, I'm not expecting much out of the Wallabies in this World Cup, but come 2027 and then the Wallabies have a home World Cup.
Brilliant.
4 years of Eddie Jones.
Yeah. Hopefully they can. But the thing about the Wallabies is they've got England on their side of the bracket, and we know Eddie Jones likes to prove a point.
That's very true.
So he, if they do end up matching up against England, I reckon he'll
that'll be a storybook.
He'll get the boys up for that.
Storybook quarterfinal, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. I think
they're on the good side of the quarterfinal bracket.
Yeah. What a joke. They need to start doing that draw later.
Puller here on the wing, could carry. Oh, what was that? Bit of a how you going from Anton Leonard Brown on the ground.
Yeah, it's a bit of extras.
Tazana's been playing really well for us.
Yeah. It's one of the standouts so far. Oh. You got to take your hats off to Fainga for not all of his throws have been straight.
So far.
Not good.
Look, if the Force score in the next few minutes, it's doable, right?
Yeah, but
especially with the way they've been playing the last sort of 10.
There's been a lot more energy. That's a great kick. Yeah, this Chiefs team still scares me though. Once they empty their bench with the two best 15s, according to Ollie Norris.
Probably not wrong to be fair.
Surely the second 15 isn't better than the Crusaders 15.
I think he's thinking about what's his name? Will Jordan. I think Will Jordan might be injured right now actually.
Is he? That's a big loss for the All Blacks. Who's in the All Blacks pool this World Cup, by the way? It's France. Because I know we've got Italy and Ireland. And do we have Scotland as well?
Do we have Scotland?
I think they have Italy. Which I actually like. I don't want to play Italy. Italy look dangerous.
They do. One of my favourite teams to watch right now, Italy.
They're very exciting to watch, yeah.
World Cup pools. Let's see what we have.
So Force player down in the backfield. Can't quite tell who that is.
New Zealand have France, Italy, Uruguay, and Namibia.
Ooh, Uruguay.
So yeah,
everyone's second favourite team.
Squidge Rugby's favourite team. Could be imagine Uruguay upset New Zealand.
Oh, vindication. I'll be so happy.
People might forget Japan.
Please.
South Africa.
Please. That'll be the biggest upset in World Cup history.
100%.
And then they can just shut up about Japan already. We get it.
Uruguay to beat France. Mark my words.
That'd be the most French thing of all time.
Yeah.
It doesn't get more French than that.
That'd be huge.
Watch the French beat New Zealand and then lose to Uruguay. That would be the most French thing of all time.
New Zealand to lose. Is New Zealand France the opener of the World Cup? I think it might be.
Yeah, I believe so.
That's a big game.
That's a great opener as well.
Surprised. I'm surprised they've called that. France have chosen that.
I think that might be the final as well, in my opinion.
Nah, I don't think South Africa and I don't want to say Ireland, but I don't think they're going to get past the quarterfinals.
No. Yeah, having the top four teams on the same side of the bracket is a joke.
Yeah, World Rugby just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't.
No, they need to do that draw well later.
It's like they speak about the issue of having the pool of deaths again, like it's the first time it's happened, like it didn't happen in 2015.
Yeah.
And then
It happened last year as well. Last World Cup.
It wasn't as bad last World Cup because they drew it a lot quicker. I think they drew it in 2018.
Yeah. But yeah, this one is just a joke.
It should be drawn. The pools. I mean, obviously they want to do their fixtures and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
But
January of the year.
Yeah, even maybe November of the year before.
Because November the year before, there's not much more rugby to play. There's one more Six Nations and one more Rugby Championship.
Yeah.
And then it's World Cup.
You kind of just want to see the North play against the South because that's when the world rankings shuffle a little bit.
Yeah.
So let them get to the end of year tour, even if there's a few games left.
Yeah, and then do the draw.
Just do the draw. I mean, they have the World Rugby Awards in like November every year. Why don't they just do it then?
That's brilliant from the Force. That what you said, use it. What do you mean you can't? I could have sworn that the ref said use it.
Questionable call there. On Tizano doesn't look too happy. He does look like a young Matt Hodgson, doesn't he?
He does. He really does.
I think he's a bit bigger than Matt Hodgson ever was.
As in height was?
Yeah, just height wise, I think just natural stature. I think.
Yeah.
Not that Matt Hodgson's a small bloke.
No. But
Anyway.
this guy's tall and he's a rig.
He's got that Hodgson haircut, aerodynamic.
As little drag as possible. See, the ref said use it. I don't understand why he can't come in.
I think even because he hasn't used it yet, that gate's still open. That gate is still in effect.
Yeah, okay.
It is a bit of it is one of those calls though that
Fringe call.
when a player hears use it, they want to activate.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you shouldn't get more than 2 use it. Like, it's pretty clear when the ref says you use it. That's a try.
This is a problem here.
I think that might be curtains. That.
I think so. That is a scary looking man there.
Facts.
There's a lot of Kiwis there. There's a lot of Chiefs fans I found in Perth, especially.
Yeah.
Of all the Kiwi teams, I think there's a lot of Chiefs fans here.
I feel like the Chiefs just have a good support base.
I think they do.
Besides Crusaders, I think they might be the second biggest team.
Honestly, I reckon there's more Chiefs fans than Crusaders fans, I reckon.
In Australia, for sure, yeah.
I feel like a lot of people in New Zealand just don't like the Crusaders.
Because they're so dominant.
Yeah.
Did he hit them with the L just then, by the way?
I think it might have.
That's
It might be.
that's tough.
It might be his. I know a lot of the New Zealand players have like ITM Cup celebrations for their team.
Oh, okay.
So
Might just be
it
using
might be
that
the
one.
Wellington Lions or something. I don't know.
Does he have grey in his hair? How old is he? He's got grey in his beard.
Yeah.
What did he look like in his 20s?
What if this is his 20s?
Because he's a rig.
It's a tough look for the Force, isn't it?
No, it's not a... Yeah, well, it's tough. It's a tough matchup, to be fair. A Chiefs team that's looked great all year. Just worked him off him. You can't stop him.
Have that man close to line, no one in front of him.
Oh, maybe it wasn't an L. Maybe it was just a...
Oof, we got a Chiefs man.
That's a great headpiece, that is.
It is.
Oh, go, son. Oh. To be fair,
He's been good, hasn't he?
he's been very good. Does he start for them normally?
I think so. I think he might.
He has to, because he's so good. If he's coming off their bench, they've got a great starting lineup.
Yeah, because I'd say I've watched more Super Rugby Pacific games than you this year,
Definitely.
but
100%.
still, like in terms of what I usually watch, it's been definitely not as much.
Yeah, not as many.
Fortunately, life happens and people get busy.
Yeah, facts.
If I could watch every game, I would.
I can't say what I do watch everything of is F1. I watch every race of that.
Up next on Bad Sports.
Cheeky little plug.
We'll see. I'm keen. I'm very keen to get a lot of these Bad Sports going for the Rugby Championship.
Yeah. I'm keen for that. I'm very keen.
Obviously, leading into the World Cup, my goal was to get all this set up by the World Cup, and I think I've done very well in that goal.
You've definitely done it.
Bank account has been a bit fragile over the past few weeks because of it, but it's been good. And hopefully tomorrow another Baz Live and a full recorded podcast of Baz Sports as well on Spotify.
What do you do on your podcast? On your Spotify ones? Yeah.
Just breakdowns, previews.
Yeah. Okay. So you just talk about the week of sport.
No, I kind of focus. I'm still trying to figure out a format for it, but
Yeah.
I mean the first one is obviously focusing on Misfits, so each episode will probably focus on a particular sport.
What's Misfits?
The boxing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so-
Yeah.
So episode 1 was all about boxing.
What about that boxing card?
On Spotify now, Bad Sports, episode 1, featuring Ethan Gray. And
Did you figure out if KSI actually won that fight?
oh, you got to know here there was ruled as a no contest.
No contest. Yeah. Okay.
As it should have been.
KSI was dominating the fight though, wasn't he?
He was.
That's a tough way to lose it. Then
It is.
it's not really a loss, but you know what I mean.
Coming hopefully on the podcast soon is an interview with Cornflake, one of the OG YouTubers, rugby YouTubers.
I used to watch a lot of Cornflake. I haven't watched him in a bit actually.
Fresh off. I've mentioned it once to him, and he haven't said yes. But Steve, if you listen to this, mate, this is me confirming that you'll come on here at some point.
No choice in the matter.
Yeah, he's fresh off a USA trip as well, actually. So
Oh yeah.
he's big into his NBA and a Pacers fan as well. So
Oh yeah. Got a lot to talk about then, you two.
heaps. Not really that the Pacers have done much lately. Anyway, getting back to the task at hand.
Back to the rugby.
Force on attack again.
It's just ridiculous.
It's just these little things that really are
Piling up.
just really are coach killers, and they do a lot of things, and they have a look better. They have looked a lot better since fines have come on, but it just you got to do these little things right to have any sort of success.
100%.
And even though it's a Chiefs B team, it's still the top team by a long way in the competition.
It's a poor pass. Yeah, man. Hopefully this is just growing pains for the Force, and they're looking.
I am looking
a bit
forward
better next year.
to if not next year, maybe the year after.
Mm.
I think especially next year if they can buy some more players, and then look to gel that team, and then the season after really look to compete.
The question is where do they buy players from?
I think there'll be a lot of players on the move after a post World Cup.
But yeah, will they? You got to ask the question if they're coming from. They're not going to be coming from European clubs, because European clubs just pay too much.
I mean, they got that Twiggy money, right? So
hopefully they can compete, but I feel like it's going to be tough to compete with that.
it is.
Especially with the spotlight they get up there as well.
It is, yeah.
So you might have to start looking at poaching from other Australian Super Rugby teams.
Well, that's what they've been doing so far.
Yeah, I think that might be the strat.
Even look at some South African teams, right? I mean, Perth's not a bad place to live.
No, yeah, you're
Especially
right.
if you're coming from South Africa.
And South Africans don't have a restriction on playing for their national team if they're playing overseas. So that
Mark Hooper's on the move.
It's just good disciplined defense from the Chiefs constantly. They're a well-coached team for sure. Michael Hooper, moving Japan?
Yeah, but could be moving to Perth.
Doubt. Go from
Wouldn't that be great?
Go from one struggling Australian franchise to another.
I wouldn't say we're struggling. I'd say our trajectory is a lot better than the Waratahs.
Definitely, the Waratahs on a downward trajectory, but they're still above the Fours. I don't think Michael Hooper feels like carrying another team. I feel like he wants to be one of the numbers rather than the main guy.
No, I feel like the Force will surprise a lot of people with their signings this off season. There might be a few older players as well.
You don't mind that. You don't mind the. Jeez, that counter ruck again from the Chiefs.
When guys like Rob Carney came over, he played pretty well for the Force.
Mm.
And there's been a few older guys we've had. My name game is really weak today. The New Zealand guy, Richard Kahui.
Mm.
He played well for us for about 2 seasons.
Yep. The Force seem to have a couple of good players.
I nearly picked it off Martelli there.
I feel like any try from here is a consolation try.
It's going to be another try.
Jeez, they're just so good, aren't they?
They really are. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, I haven't looked a lot at the Super Rugby standings this year. Not seeing the Crusaders on top is a tough pill to swallow. It's a weird one. It's a weird change up. Very weird change up for me.
I think they've been. Maybe their Razors' priorities have been elsewhere. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Being known as the All Black coach.
Yeah, new All Blacks coach.
But
I think he'll still try to go out on a bang here.
But I mean, they were. They're due for a decline at some stage, right? I mean,
Surely.
You can't win it as many times as they have and not have at least one bad year.
Yeah.
Lions is on the run, yeah.
Although it's a pretty good bad year if they're in second. It's a...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of franchises would kill to have a bad year and come second.
It just shows that I guess they've been good. The lot and then at the start of the competition they were pretty average, weren't they? But
Yeah. Oh, that's
you
brilliant.
might have seen one of the tries
That
of the season.
is brilliant. Well done. He didn't give up on
Is
it.
that Bury?
That was brilliant.
We might have seen one of the tries of the season just quietly here.
That was wow. Just didn't give up on it. Maybe that touches the line, but I hope not.
I think even if it does, just let it happen.
It's kind of poor from the Chiefs to just sort of let it roll, but wow. Yeah, he just doesn't give up on it. Oh, that touches the line for sure. They might have to call that back, but wow, that's brilliant.
Supporters try, even if it touches.
I think that does touch the line, but
No, I don't know.
oh, that might be in.
I reckon that might be in.
That's a tough call. Just give it to them. They're so far
At
behind.
this stage, you just got to give it right.
It's just great effort.
Yeah, he's giving
kicking
it.
the conversion. Just kick it early.
No good. 43-19 Chiefs.
Guess that makes it look a little bit better.
Little bit.
But
It was a good try, right? He's Bury. Oh, that's very well done there.
Wow. He just didn't give up on it.
He's played very well today.
He has played well.
But not obviously the regular starting 10
Yeah, good game from him.
in the absence of I can't even remember his name now.
your memory's out of whack
Yeah,
today.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, tough watch for the Force here. But hopefully we're back in the same. Hopefully we're not in the same situation next year, and we before the final round we've solidified a final spot.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Simon Cron says in the post-match interview about how he sees this. Obviously, because it is his first season, he would be judged on it being his first season. But
Yeah,
I think, especially next season plus,
that's a forward pass, ref.
with all that was promised with him joining the Force,
Mm.
he's going to start being under some pressure. I think if
This is his first year, isn't it?
this is his first year, so
Kind of unfair to put him
No.
under pressure first year. But
yeah, I would say that I don't think there's any pressure on him right now.
Mm. Yeah, he doesn't have a legacy of failure like a Doc Rivers does.
But in terms of nice painted nails there, times has definitely changed in rugby.
Yeah, it's something.
But yeah, going back to I think after next year or the year after, he'll be under some pressure because we did get rid of a really good coach in Tim Sampson to get him here.
Yeah,
And a lot of Force fans were unhappy about Tim Sampson going.
so he's under pressure purely because of
So
that.
yeah, getting rid of a good coach who was obviously not making playoffs, made finals once.
Mm-hmm. Doing everything he could with the squad he had.
But yeah, obviously he was a guy who picked up the Force in 2018, the season after they got dropped.
Yeah. Oh, good solid hit again. Speaking of that whole ordeal with the Force,
Yeah,
getting kicked, was COVID kind of a godsend for them? Being allowed back into Australian
it probably
rugby?
was, to be fair.
I feel like one of the few companies on earth to have benefited from COVID is
Yeah.
the Western Force.
I wonder whether they would be here if it wasn't. I wonder if South Africa would have left Super Rugby if it wasn't for COVID.
I feel like the South African teams would definitely still be here. COVID, I think, forced their hand,
But
and
that
especially
was
with
interesting. It's good obviously having the Force back in Super Rugby, right? It's probably necessary for their survival.
it's definitely bittersweet for us.
But I was keen to see what Twiggy was doing with the comp he was making with Global Rapid Rugby.
That would have been cool.
I did see one game and it was good.
It's always a concept before a Western Force game at the moment, isn't it? Since Twiggy's taken over.
Yeah, he likes the American sort of sporting entertainment.
He likes to make it an event rather than just the sporting occasion.
Makes sense, right? If you spend your hard-earned money to come see the Force play,
May as well get your money's worth.
yeah, you need some.
That's a high tackle. That's filth. Surely that's a horse collar tackle. It's an NFL term, but great pickup. Yeah, I think both teams have an injured player down at the moment. What was that? The goosey after goosey.
Force just don't have much of a plan right now, do they?
No, they've kind of been operating without one for the whole game, by the looks of it.
Just could never get that front forward ball that really they survive off of, really. And then you really sort of almost ambush teams in the first half and build the score up. Because even against the Brumbies, they built a massive score up in the first half and
Almost
slowly that score dwindled away, getting close to the end of the game.
See, I feel like I almost wonder if the Force got here with just a lack of belief. It just felt like they didn't really believe that they could.
They might have almost been lulled in the fact that it was a Chiefs B team. Maybe they came in a bit overconfident. I'm not sure.
Could be that too. But yeah, it just feels. Well, it's nice to see a team in Super Rugby at the top of the table rest their players and not lose the game and lose their top seeding, eh?
Yeah, look, being a Shark supporter as well. Little chip over the top, and the Forces season might just well be over. Bit of a mixed bag from the Force in the second half, isn't it?
Yeah, some positives, mostly negatives. That's a knock on that game.
They'll end the game. Western Forces season for 2023 is over.
Yeah, tough watch. Unlucky for the boys, but yeah, Chiefs just too good.
Look, we would have liked to make the finals, but realistically, even if we did right, there would just be one more week in the comp, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. But it's I think it's the marker of making the club finals that was so important. But yeah, just to get there next weekend and get dogged by the Chiefs anyway, it's probably not something they were looking forward to anyway.
Like I said, it's nice though as a Force fan to still care at this point of the season though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for a change to have that.
To be in the position, and they kind of stuffed it up against Melbourne.
Yeah.
But to still be in the position last week to make the finals.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw the crowd today. It's just good for everyone, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good to see such a big crowd for the Force in general. I think we're probably one of the most consistent fan bases in Australia when it comes to rugby.
That's what I was going to say. Sea of Blue still showing that they're the best fan base in Australia.
100%. Even with the Brumbies and the Waratahs being as good as they are, their crowds are dwindling.
The team that probably comes closest is probably the Reds, I'd say.
Yeah, they have a good fan base still in Queensland.
Melbourne, I think, have about 3 fans.
2 of them are the owners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood that move from the ARU.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'll ever support Melbourne.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to even slightly like them.
Last year as well, the Force were in position to make the finals of Melbourne won and Melbourne lined up losing.
They just like dogging the boys.
It was just horrible.
Yeah.
I just felt disgusting trying to support them as well.
Turn the stomach.
Yeah, look, in terms of a whole season sort of review for the Force, I wouldn't call it a failure of a season. I wouldn't call it a success either, so...
Feels like the Giannis interview, this. But yeah, they...
There's positive signs. Like I said, you can't really judge a team off their first year together.
No, yeah, 100%.
And look, the Chiefs were pretty average for a few years as well before they developed this team and this core that they have now.
Yeah, well, they had only 4 years ago they were pretty dreadful.
They were very average. So,
does Damien McKenzie still play for them?
Yeah, he's probably been the best player in Super Rugby, I'd say.
And he's unreal. He's going to be dangerous for the All Blacks.
Yeah. I don't even know if he gets a start against All Blacks. They're just that stacked right now in the backs.
Barrett's still healthy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He still plays for the Blues? Or has he
Uh,
moved?
I think he's at the Blues still.
Yeah, okay. And I assume Richie Mwanga is just continuing to do Richie Mwanga things.
Yeah, Monga's still around.
He's so good.
It was his last season at the Crusaders this year, I think.
Well, he's got enough caps to go play overseas and still play for the All Blacks?
Oh, they don't have that rule. That they don't even have that rule. If
Okay.
you're out of New Zealand, you can't play.
Really?
I
He's not moving overseas then.
think he is.
So no Mwanga for the All Blacks.
Probably not. Or after the World Cup.
That's a win. We'll take that. Because he's still young, isn't he?
No, he's probably. I think he was around for a bit before he sort of came onto the scene like properly.
What was he like? He's probably like 28, 29.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's jarring for me. It's probably because their pool of talent is so deep that they can afford to still have that rule in place. But man, I don't understand teams still having that rule. Like, I understand you want your national comp to stay strong and survive, but
He's 29 years old.
yeah. See, he's still got years to play, so that's jarring to me. The fact that he's going overseas and he's happy to just give up the.
I think for a back though, you only have a few. Like obviously, depending on who you are, like your longevity is not as much as a forward per se.
I mean, he's younger than Barrett, isn't he?
Barrett was.
Because this will be Barrett's third World
I think
Cup.
Barrett was. I remember Barrett was 20 in 2013, so he's 30 now, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was 20 in 2012. He's 30, 31.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think for Moanga, I think he's at the peak of his value right now, so he probably wants to cash out. And
Yeah, that's fair. So then Damien McKenzie probably replaces him.
probably, or just next man up.
Oh, McKenzie's so good, man. That smirk annoys me every time when he kicks a conversion.
Yeah,
Far out, bro.
they just have so much depth. I mean, a few years ago you were saying, Barrett was around, but after Barrett, after Carter and Cruden both retired, you were saying,
you were struggling.
it's Barrett and who else? But then,
Mwanga comes onto the scene, McKenzie comes onto the scene,
yeah.
and straight away the All Blacks have depth again.
So it's usually how it works there.
I guess they're very much a next man up kind of country when it comes to the pool of talent they've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I remember in the 2019 World Cup when we had Pollard and then we had Yankees as our backup, and I was like, who is South Africa's number 10? And lucky for us, Pollard stayed healthy.
We still don't really have that question.
Yeah, we've got Dylan. What's his name? Willemse.
Who's not even really a 10.
But he played all right.
And Liboku, I reckon, is our best 10 at the moment.
I hope Lebok gets a good running in this championship, and we get a good look at him in a Springboks jersey.
I hope so. Dan Coles today beat the Crusaders in his final ever Hurricanes home game.
Hell yeah, Dan Coles. Dan Coles?
Dan Coles, yeah.
I thought it was Dan.
No, Dan Cole is as an English player.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Dan Coles, the hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, see, I knew it. They were playing for fun. He just sat here. That was fun. It was good. Played good. Yeah, no, it wasn't. No pressure on the Chiefs. You can't really say that. They came out here with any cobwebs to blow out. Yeah, they really just came out and just showed their talent.
Well, congratulations to the Chiefs. We'll see. The Super Rugby finals should be interesting. I'm guessing I don't really see many teams being them. We'll see how the Reds go against them next week. But
I reckon we'll probably see a Chiefs Crusaders final.
I think that'll be huge. And last year we saw the Blues in similar situations to the Chiefs where they got a home final and the Crusaders came and upset them. So if we see Crusaders win again,
Yeah, Super Rugby might be in trouble if the Crusaders manage to clinch it again.
Yeah.
How many would that be in a row? 6, 7?
I think it's ever since 2016 that they've won every one.
So 7. Yuck.
Yeah.
I remember before that we were talking about them having 7.
Yeah, true, actually.
That's a joke.
They've just well and truly cleared everyone down there. And now that the South African, now that the Bulls are gone, there's literally no one close to them, isn't there?
Were the Bulls second?
I think so. They might have been tied to the Brumbies because the Brumbies got 3.
Yeah, okay. The Chiefs might have a couple as well.
And the Chiefs have 2.
Yeah.
Which they won when they won against the Sharks.
One was the Reds have 1.
Reds have won, Waratahs 1, Hurricanes 1, Highlanders 1.
Crusaders 14.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Unreal.
The Blues have 2, don't they?
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Probably maybe 2. I'd say they won the first ever one.
And they won one against the Sharks as well, didn't they?
That was the first ever one.
Yeah. Sharks are good at bottling a final, aren't they?
They sure are. They sure are. Just the Chiefs just played really well today. Just really took advantage of the rush defense by the Force, using offloads to get players free. That's a great offload there by Leonard Brown.
I think if the Force can get that rush defense working properly, they'll look a bit more dangerous next year.
Yeah, it's just probably rush defense in general. It's probably not the right defense to play against the Chiefs.
Against a New Zealand team, really, with the amount of offloads they pull off.
Yeah, especially against someone who's crafty like Leonard Brown.
Yeah.
Bit of a haka there by the Chiefs fans. It's always good to see the Kiwis in Perth turning up to games of rugby. Great rugby fans the Kiwis are.
100%.
As much as their success can be annoying a lot of the time, you can't deny the spirit and the crowd is always better when there's Kiwis around.
Yeah, 100%.
I remember in 2019 the Wallabies beat the All Blacks at Optus. The Kiwi fans were like celebrating more on the train afterwards than the Aussie fans were.
Yeah, they're just fun to be around.
They just had a good time, and they saw the All Blacks. And
happy to be there.
Life was good.
I remember when we went to the Sevens. On the topic of the Kiwi fans, the Islander fans in general are pretty good. The Fijian fans were awesome.
The Kenyan fans are probably the best, though, I reckon.
Yeah, they brought the energy, didn't they?
I enjoy the Kenyan fans.
They really brought the energy.
But the Fiji, was it Fiji versus New Zealand? In the semi. Oh, it wasn't the semi.
Quarterfinal?
I think it was just the last pool game of the day. I think I remember.
Oh yeah, because it was at night, wasn't it?
It was at night.
Yeah. That went insane.
That was a great game. Sydney Sevens. We need to go back to Sydney Sevens one day.
100%, man. 100%. But yeah, that was. Those two fan bases going at each other was awesome. Awesome.
Well, that's a wrap on Western Force 2023. Like I said, mixed emotions. Not a success, not a failure. So Con's in a good position for his plans, and I think not actually the end for the Western Force season, to be fair, because they're playing a series against the Cheetahs in September.
I can't believe that.
That should be good.
Really?
I'm not sure if the Cheetahs are coming to Perth yet, but if they are, I might have to go watch that, actually.
What, like a 3-game series against the Cheetahs?
I think so.
That's sick. I actually like that. I quite like that. It keeps the South African teams and the Australian teams linked still.
Yeah, so...
I do like that.
The Cheetahs are probably the Western Force of South Africa. The way they got screwed over.
Yeah, I feel bad for them, actually.
Probably got screwed over harder than the Force have, to be fair.
Oh, the Cheetahs are out. They're not even in the...
They're in the second tier one, even. So they got kicked to what now is... what they call it now, the something rugby championship.
Rainbow Cup?
United Rugby Championship, they call it.
What's the Rainbow Cup?
Don't even know. Is that what they play for, maybe?
Maybe, yeah, okay. Well,
but it's the URC.
Yeah, that's right.
So Cheetahs got kicked to... I think they were the Pro 14 when the Cheetahs were there. And then when Super Rugby folded, Sari then kicked them out of the Pro 14 and into the second tier European league. Obviously, then the Sharks, Lions, Bulls, and Stormers made turned into what is now the URC, which is a
To be fair, that's probably the 4 you take.
pretty. Yeah, I mean, you could probably put the Cheetahs in there, surely.
The Lions and the Cheetahs are probably interchangeable.
Yeah, the Cheetahs are probably better than the Lions right now. Honestly, but
The Lions have been poor.
I reckon they should be relegation and whatnot.
I definitely think that the Lions should be kicked from that comp. Just because Joburg as a city to watch rugby at the moment is a joke.
It's awful unless it's a Springbok game.
Yeah, and I think in the Free State you'll get a lot more people coming to watch rugby.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure your dad will be very happy with that take, to be fair.
No, he wouldn't be, but he'll also know it's true.
But yeah, no, the URC is actually turned into a good competition. Munster just got a scalp and went to Cape Town to beat the Stormers in the final.
Big win. I thought the Stormers were about to repeat.
It's crazy that the Stormers have done so well in this competition.
So the Stormers also something for the Force to drag inspiration from, because they looked pretty bad a couple of years ago.
They did.
And they got rid of all their Springboks, which we all thought that's a damning sentence, and then all of a sudden here they are.
I think their rugby their whole financial system is still in a mess though. The Western Province Rugby.
Yeah, but they
So
seem to just pull talent out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, I mean it's the talent of the Western Cape, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's probably where the majority of the Springboks have come from.
Yeah, either that or the East Coast.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, like I said, that's the end of the game. And we might be back in a bit for the F1 qualifying, which I don't know much about, but Quinton is an expert.
Yeah, F1 starts in a bit. Qualifying's actually not far from starting.
So we'll
We're
go
on the intro
back
as we
for a bit.
speak.
We'll keep the stream going. If you're just tuning in for the rugby, thank you for coming along and listening to the first Bad Sports watch party. And there should be many more to come, especially in this big year of rugby with the World Cup coming up and even closer to the Rugby Championship. Some big games there. I'm sure we'll get one going with Quinton for the New Zealand South Africa game.
Pretty excited for that.
So some big games coming up and some big sport in general. I think there should be a few big UFC cards coming up.
Big year for sport.
Maybe for the McGregor fight, we can get one going as well.
We've got a Cricket World Cup coming up as well.
We do. Big year of sport.
Big year of sport.
And Champions League final coming up and all sorts.
I'm excited for that. I hope Man City bottle it. That'll make my day.
Shut up. Anyway, this is not goodbye for this stream, but if you just came for the rugby, thanks very much. And if you want to hear me talk about something I really don't know much about in the F1, we'll be back in maybe 10 minutes.
Just having me, boys.
Thanks, guys.